Habari ma Africa, mimi ni King, nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutanzama KREIL. Ladies and gentlemen, why is it that our politicians that are mayors in different towns around South Africa cannot behave the way Dr. NASIPHI MOYA is behaving? Why is it that they can't copy him? Why is it that they can use social media as a tool to advertise the good work that they are doing? This is something that the ANC has failed for decades. The ANC has got some good work that they are doing, I promise you. Some good MMs, some good mayors, some good premiers. But I'm telling you, okay, maybe I'm going too far with the premier. But I'm telling you the ANC, some good departments, let me rather say good departments, that they have in South Africa, some good work that they are doing, but they don't know how to use social media as a tool to advertise the work they are doing. Why is it that these mayors are so quiet? Why are they not competing with NASIPHI MOYA? Why? I don't understand. Talking about the strength of social media, PIETER Kriel is a young man that has gained a lot of traction lately. A lot of traction. And people are asking, but now, how is it that we have been saying the same things that this young man is saying? A 21-year-old, he says it, and he's also been in the game for some time now. Look at the coverage that he's getting. Newsroom Africa is calling him. SABC is calling him. Wow, the complexion of protection. And we encourage him to continue doing what he's doing because he's speaking sense, this young man. Let's talk about that, PASETA, and much more. Peace and Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to KREIL. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane. Host is in Jiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And we are saying, I hold PASETA. I hold PASETA. Let PASETA grow. That's what I hold PASETA means. And this song was sang by our brother Kat, one of the founding members of PASETA, really killing it on that stage. The song was written by Dabongs, formerly known as Afro Novel. He has since gone into a place of rebranding his brand as an artist, and we thank him so much. He could not make it to the gala dinner because of the sad passing of his mother, and our heart condolences we have sent them to his family, and we really respect him as an artist that wrote the song PASETA. But you cannot help but admit that Kat really killed it on that stage when he was singing that song. All of today's episodes are powered by KREIL Estate. KREIL Estate has decided to partner with PASETA and support us when it comes to mentorship and financial support also, ladies and gentlemen. So our gratitude goes to KREIL Estate for really showing us the support of true Pan-Africanism, and not only by their mouth but also through the bank account, and saying we are going to support PASETA. Thank you so much to KREIL Estate, and your company should do the same. If it's not with PASETA, it should be with another young African movement that the company can support. I've told you, let us share ideas, let us share mentorship, let us share our finances. And that's what Ntiki Real Estate is doing for the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture, and to King says so. So we really encourage everyone to show the little support that they can by with their small contributions of 50 rand that goes a long way. Contribution of 200 rand, 300 rand, 40 rand, 10 rand, whatever that is it that you can send, we will really appreciate it at the Pan-African School of Economics. And those who are continuing to buy the Mike Hadebe one pellet campaign of 1,500 rand, make sure that you send your name and surname to our bank account. Send us the proof of account so that we can send you a certificate of gratitude for partnering with PASETA. Now, ladies and gentlemen, okay, for more information, please go to www.paseta.co.za. We are going to change this website very soon and upgrade it to something better. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. NASIPHI MOYA is doing a great job. But in her doing a great job, I ask myself, really, are we at a position where when people do their normal job, it is viewed as extraordinary? Like, just doing your job in government is something that must be applauded, because we are so used to mayors not doing their job, sitting in their air conditioner offices and coming out only when there's a headline, when someone has passed away, when there's a crime or something. Where we only see mayors through events. We never saw mayors through their daily work. Dr. NASIPHI MOYA has cracked that code. Really, she's doing great. How many mayors do we have in South Africa? We only hear about one. How many mayors do we have in South Africa? We only hear about one. One in Japan. She was there in Mamelodi doing what she does best. Putting the foreigners who are playing games in our country in their place. Arresting them. You didn't see the clip. This is what she said.
Residents of Tshwane were still in Mamelodi East, opposite the shop that we were talking about earlier. So what you see at the back here is a petrol station mixed with gas if you go there. So basically this is a very well kept room in this establishment. What this means, should anything go wrong, Tshwane, Mamelodi will have the biggest hole. This is a bomb. This is a crisis, and there are South Africans who have leased their properties to illegal foreigners to kill our people. So this is it, South Africans.
So the simple question is, why is it that your mayor can't do the same? How many my friend or shops do you have around in your township, in your city, not abiding to bylaws? Not abiding to the laws of this country, doing as they please? How many cell phone fixing companies do you have in your township, in your towns? How many tuck shops next to each other do you have in your township? What does the bylaw say about that? Where is the black and South African citizens going to operate with this invasion of these people? What is going to happen if our politicians allow our country to be seized like this? We are under siege, ladies and gentlemen. These people do as they please. And let me tell you what, our law enforcers are too weak. Our political will is no longer there. Sometimes this flashy posting on social media is just for us to see. You go back to the same, my friend, shop. Next week, you find him, he's out of jail, he's operating business as usual. There are many of these scenarios in South Africa. I told you guys, I said, South Africans, we are just going with the trends. We are distracted every week. That's what I told you. Everyone has forgotten about the poor children that has died consuming contaminated goods from these Pakistani shops and Somalians and whatever shop it is. Everyone has forgotten. Those Pakistani shops are still operating till today. Prove me right or wrong. Prove me right or wrong. That is what is still happening. It's like we don't really care. Why? Because apart from lack of leadership from the political space, there is no lack of leadership. There is no leadership in the townships anymore, in the villages anymore. Everyone is doing what is best for them. As long as it doesn't affect me. And no, as long as it's not my child. As long as it's not my home. As long as it's not in my street. Ankatali. That is what is happening right now. Everyone is looking after themselves. Nobody cares about, the greater safety of the community. And the ANC has installed those principles in us. Politicians went into parliament, went into politics, wanting to serve the country and the people at large. But when they got there, they got selfish. And that selfish nature corrupted them. They wanted now to secure the bag for themselves. That is where we find ourselves. Where the hell is the other mayors of South Africa? What are they doing? You don't need SABC. You don't need Newsroom Africa. You need your phone, shoot and post. Whatever political party it is you are operating under, have to just share that information to the rest of us, and we will make videos about you, mayor. Yeah, when I'm mayor, you are watching my videos and you're doing nothing in your township. You are always in the office. You are always in meetings. You are never in the ground. Yeah, when I'm now. ANC mayor. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. So, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Let me leave that one and jump into Peter Kriel, the young man, 21 years old, making waves, and we are very happy for him, for the waves that he's making. And really, it's crazy how at the age of 21, his character and his opinion have found expression even in mainstream media. Yeah? Yeah? Is that not great, ladies and gentlemen? For those who might not know him, I'm going to play one clip, and then so that you can familiarize with the type of content that he makes.
You cannot discover a place that already has people living there. To the guy who said Africa was discovered by Europeans, let me teach you something. You don't discover a place where millions of people already lived, traded, built kingdoms, and developed complex systems long before Europeans touched African soil. When Vasco da Gama arrived in 1497, he didn't find wilderness. He found cities, he found the Swahili coast, Kilwa, Mombasa, Mapungubwe, civilizations trading with India and China centuries earlier. Only thing Europe discovered was its own greed. You didn't discover Africa. You invaded it. You renamed it. You redrew the borders. You enslaved and colonized. That doesn't sound like discovery. It sounds like theft. Why do we still believe this lie? Because history is taught from the perspective of the thief, not the victim. And that is why your textbooks lie.
Okay, so this is the type of content that he makes. Always defending democracy, always defending equality. He's a young man that is well-read. Well-read, I think is the right word. And he's a young man that is very strongly opinionated about South African political situations. He's doing very good, I believe, on TikTok. On TikTok, he's doing very good. I saw him at the Hustler's Corner. When I saw him at the Hustler's Corner, I knew that it's going to take off. It's going to take off. It's interesting how mainstream media also took a bite at him, especially at this time where there's this issue with America and South Africa. The white voice was needed. The white voice was needed, and the young man got picked up by mainstream media. All of them in the same day interviewing him. After he comes from the Hustler's Corner, now he's getting interviewed. And another reason that made him also famous is that the African community are attacking him on X. You can see how they attack him. And I would like to say, defend this young man. Defend this young man because he's talking the truth. He's talking the truth and he's speaking right to what we need in our country. If there's ever white people that we need to stay in our country, to rebuild South Africa with, this is the type of mentality that we need, especially if they are young. If they are young, then you know it's genuine. When they are old and they talk like this, go and investigate a little bit further. Go and investigate. I think this one is even dating a young black man, a black lady. Excuse me. He's dating Antonio. When you listen to how she's also being attacked on mainstream media, you understand just on social media. Excuse me. You understand just how mean bullying can become on social media. Really, it's not nice what is happening there. But I just wanted to highlight that we have many African voices that are doing the same thing that he's doing, but will not get the same space that he got in mainstream media that we are doing. We're doing this now for how long? We're doing this longer than him. He's younger than us and everything. But when one of us, I'm calling him one of us because he's a content creator, when one of us finds space in mainstream media, it's important to then keep that message of unity and the message of telling the truth, especially on mainstream media. Mainstream media goes to so many people, but social media has caught up and overtook them. So social media is the biggest tool that you can use. That's why I'm angry at these mayors that are not using social media as a platform to amplify the work that they are doing to the community. I don't understand. So for those who don't know him, PIETER Kriel, he's a young man doing great. Let's support his work. Go to whatever. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube account, but I know he's on TikTok, he's on X and everything. Go and support this young man. Follow, subscribe, do whatever you need to do, and give him a message of encouragement, because they are attacking him every day. Every day they attack him. So make sure that you support him. Make sure that you support him. That's all I wanted to say actually about that topic. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you so much to Ntiki. I almost said Ntiki Mazwai. But Ntiki Mazwai, you will also have a real estate company one day. This is another Ntiki. This is not the Ntiki that you guys know. This is Mamnon Ntikelelo from Ntiki Real Estate, who's supporting us here at PASETA. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace and Pan-Africanism. I salute you.